Everybody to the 2022 NXL World Cup. Here, I am Vince. Let's talk paintball. Here with Steve from SVP Paintball. Thank you so much for coming back and commentating. Love to have you in here. So, have you watched that last game go down? What an exciting one! One-on-ones. How'd you feel about that?
You love to see it. It's such an exciting part of this sport. And man, good. Congrats to Scott for pulling that through. That must have been a nerve-wracking match, but if you're going to put anybody out there, it's going to be Scott. So yeah, an excellent job.
And if you missed it, please go back and watch that last semi-pro quarterfinals. So in that, we had Distortion taking on PB Fit. And just to give you a little recap of it, 60 seconds left to go. PB Fit down by 2, right? Comeback score, 30-second point. And then they come down with 29 seconds left on the clock. Mike Diaz runs through, gets the major penalty pulled on Distortion, takes them into automatic swing point, 4-4, 5 seconds left. They go into overtime. That goes down, right? After Distortion holds off the attack from PB Fit because Distortion lost 2 bodies quickly. So those 3 Distortion bodies were able to hold off PB Fit. And then it goes to one-on-ones. Distortion sends out Wine Rob. PB Fit sends out Dirty Stew, Scott Stewart. And Scott Stewart with the aggressive push on the Dorito side, able to pull off the one-on-one win, sending PB Fit on, which it almost looked like ending their season and losing that pro spot. I mean, it's just a absolutely amazing turn of events. And thank you again to all of our sponsors, Pro Sharp Paintball, Planet Eclipse, GI Sports, HK Army, LoneWolfPaintball.com, Die Paintball, Sup Air, DLX, Lux, providing this amazing experience we have out here. Beautiful day here in Kissimmee, Florida, outside Orlando, as we're going to get into some D2 semifinal action right now as the D2 favorite Leverage gets knocked out. Now we're looking at Kissimmee, Missouri All-Stars taking on Ag Knights in this set. So let's see who is going to end up moving on to the finals as the Missouri All-Stars is going to send, looks like number 15, I believe that's Joe, up into the wedge on the Dorito side, or excuse me, Snake side. Ag Knights also mirroring that up as well. Very similar breakout we've seen so far from a lot of teams on Sunday Paintball.
Yeah, it looks like the only body that they risked out on the right side was all the way out to the Dorito corner, which is a pretty standard break as we see teams mostly being pretty conservative on the Snake side. But look, just as I say that, losing a player off of the Snake side, now it's going to be a 1-on-2 on that side of the field, and it looks like they're applying a lot of pressure now as a result of that. But they're able to fill out back to that Snake side wedge, splitting the field evenly as we get into
Clayton Long making the nice move up in there. We have Simone here from the Ag Knights. Got that shot in on the center player, so great job by Simone. Number 18 for the Ag Knights. So Ag Knights going to be in the blue JT jerseys. Missouri All-Stars going to be in the black classic Missouri All-Star. Oh, and they did a kill, so great job. So it's 4-on-4 right now as Missouri All-Stars even up the bodies. So Todd Boyer gets into the Snake right now. They drop that cut. Oh, the Ag Knights are going to lose another bias. Clayton Long is absolutely going to town right now. Savage move. See if he gets the kill on the back center. Oh, and they get number 35 as well. Clayton having a game right now, just running down. Wow, what an amazing job. Clayton Long, I think, getting a 3-pack right there.
Possibly a 4 just there. What an amazing move to close out that point. And you know we're gonna see that a lot in this division as teams really are gonna try to capitalize on those kills as fast as possible so that other teams do not have the opportunity to stop those moves. I think we're gonna see a lot more Snake play than we have thus far as people are gonna get a little bit more aggressive here.
So that was Clay Long, young stunner himself out here getting a pack. Also followed with Damian Ryan, Todd Boyer on the field. I believe that was Cal Leach they had out there with him. We'll see when he takes his mask off here. Yep. Looked like Cal Leach, number 6. It was. So great job there by the Missouri All-Stars. As we're also going to have the Vegas Golden Misfits. This is one of Marcelo Margot's teams. I believe they won the WCPPL championship as well, taking on East Coast Effect, coached by Brad McCurley. So we got, looks like Ebhart out there as well. We got Riley. I'm trying to see who the person is, number 18 there. So East Coast Effect definitely had a close match there, taking on Leverage and taking them down.
Excited to see how this point breaks out, and again, we'll see how these teams, which side they just choose to go
on the
deep
break.
on. As we see the deep route on the Dorito side now, and then filling out up to that center or Snake side wedge to hold the Snake side push, and we're losing 2 bodies on the right side for East Coast Effect.
Oh, and minor penalty. That's what took those 2 bodies out.
Yeah, unfortunate first point for them, but hopefully they can bounce back. Next point is probably going to go to Golden Misfits here. But as I say that, running deep into the defense of East Coast Effect on that Dorito side. Fortunately, they were able to break out to the tape, but we see an inside move getting up to the 50 for Vegas Golden Misfits. Now the snake side juice box holding the cross shot to make sure he doesn't just blow up this point for him.
And we see here in the wide shot trying to figure out where the bodies are for the Golden Misfits as they're locking down lanes. As we have Dotson here working through. Got Kalea in the back. On the other side, very similar. Now, Misfits have a little better field position here, even though East Coast risked a body out wide. Now getting into the Dorito side. So great job all around here so far. I believe body count, it is a 4-on-3, or 5-on-3, excuse me, in favor of Golden Misfits. Oh, but what a great job by East Coast Effect making the big run. But he does lose his body as well. He did get out that body from the 50-yard line brick. So Golden Misfits now, it's going to be 4-on-2.
Yeah, even though that was a great move, it's unfortunate that they're down bodies. So when you make those kind of moves, you really need to take 2 bodies with you to kind of equalize the play. But now it's going to be, I believe, a 4-on-2 here as Golden Misfits looking to kind of suffocate their opponents out of their backline bunkers.
Oh, Golden Misfits got to be careful. It looks like he has a tank hit right on the edge of his tank.
Possibly.
Oh, he's wiping it off with his arms. He doesn't have a tank hit no more.
Well, fortunately, it doesn't look super intentional, but so perhaps it's not a hit. But
East Coast Effect losing another body there out of the back tall juice box. So great job by the Misfits. And the Misfits, a lot of those guys back in the day played for a pro team. And I'm trying to think of the name off the top of my head. I just lost it. They used to, back in the day, they wore the gold and brown dye gear. So once I think of it,
I'd be curious to know.
Once I think of it, I will say it. But they were a pro team that was around for a long time. All those guys took a step away from the game, now coming back. Obviously, game has changed quite a bit. A lot of those guys, I think, took a good chunk of time off. And as soon as I think of that name, if you know the name of what I'm talking about, the pro team from back in the day they used to all play for, put it in the comments down below. Let us know. And again, thank you so much for watching this amazing action we have here all weekend long here at the NXL 2022 World Cup here outside Orlando, Florida. Kissimmee weather absolutely beautiful after starting off the event. Kind of crazy weather now, just perfect paintball weather. Small breeze coming through. It's nice and cool for the players out here as we're going to see Damian Ryan and Todd Boyer on that snake side.
Take the deep route into the snake side corner as they also move into the snake side can. So they're putting 3 players on the snake side, possibly trying to filter in. But
Todd
as
Boyer
I say
hit the
that,
tank.
they lose him. And another.
Oh, and a minor penalty. So Todd Boyer not happy about that call at all as he did not. But they are able to even the body up as Agnites is going to lose a body as well. So 4 on. Oh, no. So a bomb goes off on the Kansas City, Missouri side of the field.
Oh,
as
man.
Going to see 3 walking off, 4, now 5. So Agnites bringing that one back quick and very dominant.
Yeah, that point got out of hand real fast. I was actually surprised to see Agnites lose that snake side juice box out of there, but fortunately they were able to equalize that point and close it out for them as they made that really aggressive highway move up the snake side. I'll be curious to see if we're starting to see a lot more of that aggression on the highway of the snake side, as we've seen mostly throughout the tournament, teams trying to get out wide and then filter through the snake. But hey, man, if there's nobody stopping you on the snake side, the only guy you've got left is somebody in the middle, why not? Why not take that highway move?
And Agnites absolutely punished the center player there. So we're going to see coming back in the field, East Coast Effect versus the Vegas Golden Misfits. I'm trying to look in the Misfits pits right now and see if I see Marcelo. Not sure that he was able to make it over to coach. Icon. No, it's not Icon. Dang it. It's right there. It's right there. I'm going to figure this out.
About that.
I'm going to figure this out because it's eating me alive right now because I've watched so much paintball.
I'm dying to know. I'm sure everybody at home is as well. I really like these East Coast Effect jerseys. It also makes it helpful to see their names as we see.
Yeah, nice and bright, great jerseys here.
Falcon and Branson coming out of the start box. Again, not a lot of center push, not a lot of double center push or double delay from home, which is a little bit surprising, as that seems to be kind of the preferred move, at least at the semi-pro level. But, every division plays this field differently, so we'll see how these teams decide to break out and which side they choose to go deep on and risk a body, or if they decide to go conservative. Double back center here for Golden Misfits. Breaking out to the snake side corner seems to be a relatively safe move for them, unless he did get clipped making his way out. As I say that, East Coast Effect is inside the snake right now. Unless that snake corner guy is gone.
Oh, a minor penalty pulled on East Coast effect. So that's going to hurt their chances real quick. Another thing, too, is Golden Misfits picked up Adler Dotson from Struggle. So definitely helping out there with attack. And it's LTZ.
There you go.
Is who it was. So
I'm glad you found that out.
I'm so happy I figured that out. So LTZ players here. So the battle going on right now on the Snake side. Player from East Coast here going into the Snake. As you can see all the way down. They don't know he's there. Oh, and so the bad timing here, missed opportunity here as they haven't picked up the Snake player. They don't know he's there. He's going to get one in the back.
I think this guy's about to win the point for him here in a second, unless that Snake side wedge guy decides to trade out with him. Huge play for them to equalize the point.
Great job there. Good read and react there.
Can't quite see who's alive. Oh, here we go. We have the Dorito 1 still alive in the back center for East Coast Effect. And for Golden Misfits, we have the Dorito side corner and the Snake Juice Box. It looks to be a 2-on-3 in favor of Golden Misfits, but I might be missing a body here. They do have somebody else in the Dorito side. In fact, the Dorito 3 looking inside, trying to pinch out that back center player. Really, he needs to be wrapping and going and pushing up to the Dorito side to really close out this point, as the ball is in his court right now. But we'll see if these guys can put it together to figure out. I don't know if they've lost count of the bodies or not.
It looks like the Vegas Golden Misfits trying to figure it out right now, as they are going to make the move up into the center here. As you can see, look for them to try to wrap that center, which is exactly what they're doing on the Dorito side. And they're going to get the kill, so great job by the player from Vegas Golden Misfits getting up here in the center.
Man, both series going to 2-0 so far, it looks like. Oh, excuse me.
Ag Knights 1-1. They fought that last one back.
Good for them. All right, as we see this next point going out, again, it's always curious to pay attention to which side of the field they risked previous point and where you think they're going to go based on that. Again, I'd really like to see a lot more double center punches, as that seemed to work in the semi-pro division. It seems to be teams are favoring that snake side corner as it's relatively easy to make. But as teams keep making that move, I think guns are just going to start going there, and we're going to start seeing the survivability of that move going way down. I'd really like to see a Dorito corner route and then a deep Dorito route, depending on how this point develops and if those teams need those types of big plays to surprise their opponents. But again, also a key thing here that you'll notice is as you get further up in the divisions, teams don't typically line up at the start box until the last 2 or 3 seconds, so that they don't telegraph where they're going off the break, as oftentimes you'll hear from the sidelines coaches shouting where they're stacking heavy. And it looks like this is a snake side heavy route for the AG Knights as they break out. 3 guns snake side, getting up to that snake side wedge and holding cross on that juice box here for a second. And teams matching up, it seems to be, on the snake side as well. However, Kansas City does have a player in the Dorito side corner. Oh, AG Knights losing their player off the snake side, making it a 1-on-2.
Oh, yeah, he's just shaking his head as he's walking off there. So Ag Knights trying to key up on Damian Ryan, who makes the move into Dorito 3. Looks like he has a player behind him, as it's Cal Leach behind him in Dorito 2. So big, heavy Dorito stack. Damian going all the way past Dorito 4 into the 50-yard line brick. Let's see if he's going to be able to... Oh, he gets the kill in the back center, so great job by Damian Ryan. Read and react pick up there. Let's see if he's going to get another kill. And he does. He gets a second kill. Now coming off that chaos. Oh, but they lose Damian Ryan. That's okay, as he did do his job. He got 2. So Clayton Long going to get the last kill here. So phenomenal job bringing that one back, as Cal Leach will clear the field on the Dorito side. So bringing that one very bang right now. I mean, both teams looking dominant. One point switches the next point, switches the next point. So yeah, what a job by both teams here in this amazing action between the AG Knights.
Yeah, something you got to be careful about is if you lose that snake side wedge and they start to make an aggressive push on the Dorito side, you no longer have the containment there. So you either need to make some kind of counterpunch on the Dorito side by either making it to the corner, the Dorito 1, or simply getting inside those middle bunkers to look cross field. Otherwise, when you lose that body, as we see, you can get up to that Dorito, that 50 Dorito here pretty quickly. So we'll see what these guys again decide to do off the break. It seems to be, teams again sending one player out wide, risking only one body, which traditionally you only want to do. You don't want to send 2 bodies out wide unless you absolutely have to. It's just a lot of unnecessary risk, in some cases for very little reward. So We'll see what these guys do here as East Coast Effect is down 2 points. They're going to need to make something happen here. I'll be curious to see if they do kind of a 1-2 punch out to the corner and then pushing that side. They are stacking Dorito side heavy with the back center looking Dorito way. Standard breakout for the Snake side, not surprising here. And actually a relatively standard breakout on the Dorito side here as well. I'd like to see a little bit more risk from these guys as they need to start crawling their way back into this series. Looks like Golden Misfits holding that Snake side low, and we lose a Dorito side player for Golden Misfits, so hopefully they can counterpunch based on that. We now have 2 players in the middle, one wrapping the Dorito side wall for East Coast Effect, or rather looking for that over-the-top shot, almost loses his body there as he does so. So Golden Misfits very much so aware of the fact that they have a center 50 player at that wall. Now it's really just a matter of figuring out who is the vulnerable player here. They do have kind of an even spread. 3 players looking Snake, only 1 looking Dorito right now. They need to kind of communicate that. And now we have East Coast Effect
on the Dorito side of the field. So great job of them. You see Kalea on your screen there, number 88, trying to chop down the Snake side to stop that body from moving. I believe it's 5-on-5 still. Haven't seen anybody walk off yet.
No, the Golden Misfits did lose a Dorito side player, and now they make a big move on the Dorito side. It was a trade, so now they're still down 1 body, but that was a decent move for them.
So 3-on-4 in favor of East Coast Effect here, as a commentator curse a little bit there on the Dorito side. My bad, guys.
Man, that happens a lot, it seems, so we'll try not to highlight you too much.
Yeah, so Nick Carney was in the booth with me yesterday, and he said, please don't, or no, it was, I'm not sorry, Nick Carney, it was Greg Montalvo from Ruthless Factory. He said, please don't ever say my name, because I commentated curse like 4 people in a row.
I don't know what that's about, but hey, good job on the camera crew to get the action every single time. Really well done here. So now we've got this
Gutierrez here, number 3 for East Coast Effect on the Dorito side of the wall, trying to stop any push. Now, I'm not sure he knows where the bodies are, because I don't believe there is a Dorito side player left. As we add their dots in here, number 43 in the Snake corner. Oh, as he makes the move over, so great job by East Coast Effect to make the move into the little small brick there and into the Snake. So, I mean, really in control right now is East Coast Effect. And they are going to get a kill out the back center, so great job. East Coast Effect going to come through. They're going to get 1. Adler Dotson, I think, is on an island by himself.
I think that's going to do it here as the player pushes up
the
center.
And he was shot out. So
corner, yeah.
Great job here. Great pushback. And they gain that momentum by East Coast Effect to only go down by 1 now. 8 minutes, 55 seconds left to go.
Plenty of time. Way to crawl your
way
back.
Time. Absolutely.
I'm glad to see that we got ourselves a series here. So curious again to see what they decide to do next point. Probably still conservative breakout. They seem to be really good at the mid game. They're able to put this put the puzzle pieces in front of them and figure out how to solve what is going on. So good on them for that. Now as we see AG Knights and Missouri Allstars coming out to the field.
So I want to say, not the jinx or anything, but I want to say if Missouri Allstars, they have the series title for Division II locked up. I have to rerun the numbers again for Division II. I think if the All-Stars lose this match and East Coast Effect win, they potentially could get the series title for Division II because the points are so close.
Interesting.
So refs looks like a little bit of a maybe technical timeout because the button not wanting to work, but they might just rock with it real quick and just we are going to get. Now they are going to rock with it. So you're going to see if the team comes down and hits the buzzer, you're going to see the refs put up an X. That means to stop the clock. So here, 2 seconds of the breakout here. Ag Knights in the blue jerseys running all the way up to that classic move we've seen all event long into that wedge on the Snake side. But they didn't shoot. So great job by Missouri All-Stars getting out to that corner. Cal Leach switching sides from the Dorito into the Snake, as they are going to push Todd Boyer up into the middle to mirror that move. Let's see what we can see. Action going down here, see what's going to happen. So it's 5-on-5 breakout right now. Damian Ryan in the juice box behind Todd Boyer. Ref going in to check him. It's Rub, so he's going to go ahead and spin him. So good job there.
They're Missouri All-Stars playing a lot of pressure on the Snake side with 3 bodies here. They're definitely looking to filter somebody into that Snake, but that Snake side wedge guy really needs to not die to the heads-up play here. And just as I say that, Ag Knight's getting into the wall, now looking Snake side, so that's a counterpunch to that play. Kind of neutralizes their Snake side pressure. They're going to need to start doing something on the Dorito side, and just as I say that,
Clayton
moving up to the that tower in the center from the baby Dorito.
So I don't know if Todd knows that center wall player is there. He's got to be careful he doesn't wrap on this and get shot. So he's going to headhunt over the top. I think he's going to head check, try to get the shot on the inside. Got to be careful because that Ag-Knight player is just waiting for him to make a mistake.
Yeah, and he's low enough that it's kind of going to be surprising if he just takes.
But the Ag-Knight player switched his angle, so if Todd wraps right now, he's going to get a shot on him. Todd has to wrap. Todd has to wrap and look right now.
As soon as he hears his gun go off, he should be able to know that that's where he's at. But he hasn't pulled the trigger yet. He knows the player's right in front of him. He's trying to see what he can do to maybe get a quick kill before he comes to take the bite.
Todd is getting the information right now. It looks like the Ag-Knight player going to go back inside. Todd's going to creep. He's got to be careful, so he knows he's there now for sure. But he's going to back up. Wow, so great reposition there by Ag-Knight's player. Oh, my God, they're going to bait and switch. They're going to try to trap Todd.
Man, if he wraps wide here, they do have the pin blocking that shot, but you still can go a little bit higher to see that drop shot into your mirror. But it appears that he now knows he's backed up. He's getting a call from his teammates.
Corner player for Kansas City, Missouri Allstars gets shot out. So Cal Leach taking the walk. Now it's a 5-on-4 body advantage for the Ag-Knights, as Damian Ryan's going to make the fill across to try to stop the bleeding there on the snake side. But look for this wedge player for Ag-Knights to try to. He's hunting. He's trying to find the zones, find the shots. They know he's there in the corner now.
So what I'm curious to know is why aren't they making any kind of Dorito side push? I know that they had that tower guy at one point. He's still there, in fact. Looks to be playing cross, trying to bait out that snake side wedge move, but they need to be applying more pressure to the Dorito side.
So Ag-Knight's player gets a shot on the hopper. I'm not sure if it's Rub. I'm pretty sure he just got clipped. So Ag-Knight's, see if he's going to catch a shot.
Player takes the bounce on the baby Dorito for AG Knights. He might not be dead, but we will see here in a second.
I believe I think there's a hit on the Ag-Knight's
loader here.
Oh, that's a tough one because you don't know if it's Rub. Ruff is definitely checking him.
Baby Dorito player for AG Knights is alive. Good for them.
Catch the bounce.
As the middle player decides to
Todd
make something happen.
Yeah, he cannot come off the cross right now. So number 24, Todd Boyer, they're both in the cross. They got to be careful right now. So it looks like Clayton Long is crossed up as well, looking inside. So they do have some protection. Game slowing down quite a bit. Kansas City, Missouri All-Stars up by 1 point to the Ag-Knights. 8 minutes, 22 seconds, as 7 minutes has ticked off the clock so far. Someone just said get him out, so I'm trying to see who's walking, but no one's taking a walk.
I'd really like to see the All-Stars player in the back center here kind of getting a little more creative as the ball seems to be in his court. But
he looked like he wanted to make a move there.
He has to know that there's somebody on the Dorito watching that move. You know, if his heads-up player is looking cross, he's got to know somebody's protecting him at this point.
This is the danger zone right now. When time starts ticking down, everyone's locked up, not wanting to make a move. Sunday paintball here. All you got to do is win. That's it. No points differential. No counting anything. You just have to win. It is you versus them. That is it. That's as simple as the story is right now. But Missouri All-Stars obviously wanting to win this. It's 3-on-4 as Missouri All-Stars, I think, lose a body. I think it's 4-on-4. There's a body in that tower we can't see. He's blocked out there. So it's 4-on-4 right now.
4-on-4.
So next team to drop a body could potentially win this point.
Yeah, depending on how they respond to that kill. I mean, it's a little bit of a difficult, depending on where that body comes from. If it comes from the backfield, you might not actually see the point break open here. But if it does come from somebody either in the snake side wedge or the center tower, I'd imagine that the teams would just respond by wrapping on that position. So we'll see. They're trying to put it together. This is a hard cross to break. They're unfortunately putting AG Knights, putting a lot of pressure on their middle player. But as you see, when you make your middle player the guy to make this point, you run a huge risk every time he goes over that window. Everybody's looking for that move at this point. So I'm not sure what they need to do, but it almost seems as though they need to get wide here on the snake side. This guy, AG Knights on the snake side, is just looking heads up. Again, the middle player looking for those loaders right now.
So this shows the discipline right now of these players as they are locked down, trying to not throw this point away, as we've already had 3 minutes tick off this clock. So going to be a close one here. After some quick points, bang, 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 we've now slowed down quite a bit here. I don't believe we've seen Ag-Knights so far on this premier field, so glad to see it as the Ag-Knights player is going to start wrapping. Oh, and he misses his shot on Todd Boyer. Oh, what a missed opportunity there, but he's looking to move. He's going to make the shot. Oh, and he gets clipped. He's definitely out. Oh, so great job there on the cross. I believe is that Trey Goodwin? I think it's Trey Goodwin, T. Good, over there in the tower on the snake side, or on the Dorito side, who protected Todd Boyer. So 4-on-3 body advantage right now. The Ag-Knights player did move out to the snake corner. As you see on your screen right now, the Missouri All-Stars all locked up. Man, so whoever's in that tall tower on the Dorito side deserves a big shout-out, as he literally just saved save the day from getting run down. So Clayton Long taking a little bit of a peekaboo there on the inside, trying to figure out what the bodies are. Got to be careful. So Damian Ryan making a big move into the snake. They picked him up, though. So the snake corner picked him up. They know he's there. They're screaming snake right now. As the Ag Knights moves into Dorito 4, so this is getting real dangerous right now.
Yeah, they're trying to push their advantages on either side of the field respectively, and in his response to that, Missouri All-Stars sends a player up the middle trying to pluck out that Dorito player. It's really important for him to stay alive here. That's probably their best chance to win this point in a down body situation. They still have plenty of time to work with. No need to get risky.
So there's 4 bodies. There's actually the player hiding in this Dorito corner. The whole time we didn't see him, so there's 3 bodies stacked up on the Dorito side.
There we go.
So there's a player in the Dorito 1, Dorito 2, and Dorito 3 for Ag Knights in a snake corner. So see if Damian Ryan's going to catch the shot in. Not sure if he got him.
They need to. Missouri All-Stars needs to really push their advantage here, as they do have somebody in the snake, and the only person stopping them at this point is that snake side corner.
So there's
hard to do while they're pushing the Dorito side like they are.
Ag Knights have a snake corner, a Dorito 1, a Dorito 2, and a Dorito 4. So there's now a Dorito 4 player. If Damian pops the top right here, he's going to get a shot on the Dorito 4 player. He's got to be careful, though. So the Ag Knights, he's got to get down. So the Dorito 4 player's seen him first.
Commentator's getting shot at right now as he's shooting for that snake player, but he does need to stay alive here. There's a huge opportunity for them to close out this point if they kill that Dorito player, and he does have safety as the snake side wedge is looking heads up to protect him.
Damian has to be careful right now. Oh my God, but the player for the
Missouri All-Stars dies out of the Dorito side, but just as a response to that,
got to be careful as the Ag Knights spills into the Dorito side. Damian's not aware that he's there.
Minor penalty thrown.
Oh my God, minor penalty thrown on the Missouri All-Stars. That's going to leave just Damian alive, facing down 2 bodies.
He needs to not get a penalty here. They don't want to start down bodies in this situation.
Race for the buzzer right now. Is Damian Ryan is going to get the buzzer first?
I'm not sure who actually touched that. It
looks like Damian Ryan gets the buzzer first from our perspective. But we were blocked out by this pillow right here, so the Ag Knights may have gotten it.
We'll see here in just a second as we get confirmation on who scored that point.
So who gets it? The problem is the buzzer on this side of the field is broken, so there's no time split, so we cannot tell who hit the buzzer first. It has to go off a ref's discretion.
Both players.
So the refs are saying the Ag Knights are gonna get the buzzer hang.
Wait, I'm confused.
Wait. There's some confusion right now. The ref on that side said they got it. The ref on this side says they got it. So we need some clarification from the ref right now. Who got that point?
Both players clean as they touch the buzzer, fortunately, but we just need to know who pressed it first. Hopefully we'll get a confirmation here in a second. If it's AG Knights, they just tied the series with
the game
under,
up, yeah.
Under 4 minutes, I believe, or somewhere under 5. Plenty of time still left to make something happen, but man, if that goes to Missouri All-Stars, that's going to be a tough situation to pull back from.
So point going to go to the Ag Knights, so it's going to tie it up 2-2. Missouri All-Stars are not going to be happy about that because they think Damian got it first, but definitely a better angle here for us on this. But hey, refs on the field, it's refs' discretion in that situation. So in this match right now, East Coast Effect taking on Vegas Golden Misfits. 8:55 left to go. 1 point match right now as we see a huge bite out to the Dorito side for East Coast Effect, getting into Dorito. Now driving right into Dorito 4, so great job. Let's see. Does he stay alive? He does. So Dorito 4 for East Coast Effect.
He is getting checked out by the ref right now. If he does stay alive, that is huge for them. He tried to look inside to score some points as a reward for making that move, but man, they're going to be making a heavy Dorito side push as they try to hold the snake to avoid a counter punch to kind of equalize that pressure, and they respond pushing up to the middle. So now they have 2 players at the middle, a player in that Dorito 3, excuse me, and now we're going to have some kind of cross-field action going back in the backfield for Golden Misfits as they're wanting to hold this pressure right now.
So as you can see on your screen right now, better field position as you can for East Coast Effect as they are all the way up the field. Now look at this, the pinch happening right now on the Vegas Golden Misfits player. Oh, they are going to lose their Dorito side player as well. So this is tight right now. And is that a penalty? So another penalty pulled. So Vegas Golden Misfits here going to lose some bodies out the back, leaving, I believe, just 1 body left alive. If I'm Misfits right now, I mean, do you hold on? Do you blow a buzzer? What are you doing?
I mean, you can wait out. Excuse me. You can wait out at this point, no problem. There are 2 players alive, actually.
Here comes a run through by East Coast Effect. Oh, he's going to stitch up the player on the Golden Misfits. So great job. Good, succinct push there. Double push down the side. So Gutierrez Gutierrez is going to get the point there, so great job by Misfits.
Absolutely great job for them. Way to equalize the series here.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh, did we just get a penalty? What happened there?
Was that a dirty hang?
I think we're okay. I think they're just talking about the time.
Okay.
The buzzer didn't go off. Like 2 or 3 seconds ran off the clock extra.
So let's talk about this next series really quick in this 40 seconds that we've got. It's tied 2-2 with 3 minutes and 39 seconds left. What do you think Missouri Allstars are going to try to do this next point?
So Missouri Allstars they've had success pushing up the center. Mm-hmm. So that's the one thing they need to work out. Now they are bringing in Chappie. So Chapman here, number 816, huge gun for them. I believe they're also going to get, I believe this is Cameron Long. So the Long brothers, they're going to give Cameron a spin as well. They're going to try to shut this down. This is their fast line.
Okay.
So Chappie, huge gun. Clayton and Cameron, extremely fast. I believe Damian Ryan is out there as well.
Let's see if they try to take a bite. Dorito side, you think? I'm curious.
I think they're going to go huge
Dorito
up the
runner,
center.
and now for the AG Knights, doing a relatively conservative breakout, pulling in kind of tight. Again, that standard breakout we've seen on the Snake side all weekend long, with now a player in that mini wall looking. They've got 2 guns looking Dorito away. They do lose a player out of the backfield and another player out of the Snake side wedge.
What a shot by Clayton Long as he shoots his mirror. As Damian Ryan's going to fill up right next to him in the tower. Big push here up the center. I figured they were going to push. That's exactly what they're doing. So they're going to double up the wall. Now Damian is going to break out to the juice box on the Dorito side right now.
AG Knights are able to equalize a little bit on the Snake side by filling out to this corner in hopes to try and stop the bleeding a little bit. He needs to be very careful.
Ref checking Simone right there. I think he has a hit on his hopper. He's going to call it rub. So
he needs to be very careful about this inside wrap from that lay down juice box in the middle of the field.
As he gets into Cameron Long getting into the Snake right now, hunting for bodies. He doesn't have any. And they shoot the Snake corner. So the Snake corner is gone. So Cameron. Wow. So what a phenomenal job to push the pressure by the KC Missouri All-Stars. And what a move here by Damian and Clayton Long. I mean, there's some serious MVP talks right now for Kansas City, Missouri All-Stars for Clayton Long. I mean, absolute force over there right now. He obviously, team effort behind him, but Clayton going to work there.
Yeah, no surprise. He's been getting into that Snake really, really effectively and doing work as he does so. But again, let's now talk about this next series. 37 seconds. East Coast Effect Golden Misfits tied 2-2. Plenty of time left.
7 minutes left. Absolutely.
They've got all the time in the world. I imagine both teams are going to take a relatively conservative breakout, pulling up short on either side. If that's the case and they expect their opponents to do the same, they need to send more guns up the middle. You need to stop that middle two punch when you have one guy going up the middle off the break and another one delaying from home and going up the middle, because as we've seen, 2 players in that wall looking either side is really hard to break open. That is a very difficult hold to break open if you didn't pluck anybody off on the break. So now we're looking at Golden Misfits here, going to see how they're choosing to break out. They do appear to have their home player looking Dorito side, so it's going to be 3 guns heavy Dorito as they break up to the Snake side wedge. He's looking cross now for a deep Dorito route off the break. So they do match up, however, 2-on-2 on the Snake side, but we do lose a player on the Dorito side for Golden Misfits, and it looks like East Coast Effect is doing the same thing, trying to hold a deep Dorito route as he is also looking crossfield from the Snake side wedge. They're more concerned about the Dorito side, it looks like, than they are the Snake side.
Trying to see right now, all locked up here, center pocket action going on.
Ooh, and just as East Coast Effect tries to make a move out of that Snake side wedge, he jumps over the top and gets plucked out. They now are playing a 1-on-2 on the Snake side of the field. However, just as I say that, all 2 Golden Misfits players that are wide on the Snake are looking crossfield. The only player holding containment right now, it looks like, is the back center. And now East Coast Effect making a responsive move to fill out back into that Snake side wedge to kind of equalize that Snake pressure. Golden Misfits, kind of playing the pocket like you said. Playing this time, they've got 6 minutes and 34 seconds left. They don't need to make any sort of crazy moves. It is a 5-on-4 in favor of Golden Misfits, I believe.
Now, Golden Misfits here in the white dye jerseys, as you can see on your screen right now. Adler Dotson, big news there, being picked up by Vegas Golden Misfits here in Division II, coming from the Struggle organization. It was rumored that he was going to go to Blast Camp, and it looks like they had a couple practices with him. Just didn't see play styles fitting together, so he moves to Golden Misfits. And big fill here from Fallon on the Dorito side into the brick. So, I mean, this is a big move. This is what they need right now.
Great move for him. I'm surprised the Misfits player who was looking crossfield didn't pick him up, because that's kind of his job. He needed to stop that move. They're going to now start getting massive pressure on the backfield as that guy will hopefully wrap here soon and start going to town really on the Golden Misfits. And it looks like, as I say that, they pluck out the snake side wedge player who was really holding the only containment, at least effective containment from that Dorito side player. We now just have players mostly in the backfield for Golden Misfits. We do see a crossfield going on with that mini wall looking.
Adler making a big move out to the snake corner. Rice there in the back center holding it down. So Adler, I mean, made a name for himself on struggle playing this snake side. So let's see if he can do some damage over here and try to get the shot in on the inside guy, which is keeping him, really keeping him honest. So he's going to pop the top and try to get that shot and put him in.
That looked close.
It looks like he's having a little hopper trouble there.
Yeah.
So he wants to make that move. You can see he wants to make that move into snake one.
Yeah, he's got to be really careful there. I think the route is really going on the inside up to that snake insert before he tries to take the bite into the snake.
I think he took a little bit of a hard dive into the corner. He's having some marker issues right now. But on the flip side of East Coast Effect, looks like Kalea, he does get into the snake one. Oh, but he tries to make a big move, and here comes the move number 504. Is that Rice? No, it's not Rice. 504 here from Misfits makes the huge move up, talking back to his teammates. He gets 2 kills on the Dorito side.
They are equalizing this down body situation really effectively right now. I think it's a 2-on-2 right now.
So the player from the snake one for East Coast Effect moves backwards, tactical retreat to try to catch the ball, but Kalea tries to be the stopgap there, and unfortunately he gets dinked out trying to make a move. So good job by East Coast Effect to try to stop that, but just too much pressure from the Vegas Golden Misfits here.
Well, the thing is, that was in their favor. East Coast Effect had a player in Golden Misfits Dorito. There was really no reason they should have lost that game.
So look at this. So the refs talked about it. The judge makes the call on it. It looks like the Kansas City, Missouri Allstars are going to get the point.
Oh, wow.
Not the Ag Knights.
Not the Ag Knights. That's a little different than what we thought going into this. Getting confirmation that is, in fact, correct.
So we're trying to figure out right now what's going on, getting some clarification.
Before this point, we thought AG Knights had scored that, I believe, but maybe we're getting our numbers wrong. Okay, we are getting confirmation it is good.
So that is good. So All-Stars are going to get that last point, putting the Ag Knights down 1. So what a match we have right now. 2 minutes, 49 seconds left. And what was a crazy last second. If you have not tuned in so far this weekend, this is your first match you're watching. We have a ton of great action that you can re-watch on the Facebook page for the NXL and the videos. Make sure you go back and watch all that as we get into this D2 semifinals match. Breaking out big to the corner here, number 99 makes it. That's McLean, who is doing a phenomenal job the last couple points. Oh, the All-Stars are going to lose one on the break.
As well as, AG Knights. So
wow.
It looks to be a 4-on-4 situation.
Oh, they lose their corner player as well, so it's a 4-on-3 as the All-Stars, 2 more players walk off for the All-Stars. So bang, bang action going on, so it's 3-on-3 right now. 2-on-3 as Damian Ryan also gets shot out, so I mean, this match has been absolutely phenomenal. He's definitely out. So Clayton Long, wow, I just can't say enough about Clayton Long. I believe it's a 2-on-2.
Unless there's a player alive on the Dorito side for AG Knights. I believe it's a 2-on-2 as well.
I believe there's a player in the little lay down on the Ag Knights. So Ag Knights players stacked up, as you can see right there, next to each other.
Now, the difficult part of the situation is if you can't put together which bodies are alive left, you're going to do this cross field to protect each other. But really, AG Knights has superior positioning on the Dorito side, whereas Missouri All-Stars has superior positioning on the Snake. They need to try to flip the field as much as they possibly can.
So Clayton Long, Trey Goodwin trying to squeak out this 2-on-2 as we go to 1:40 on the clock right now. So whoever wins this match will go into the finals. So this is a tough one. So all Missouri All-Stars have to do is this is where it hurts right now. If they let too much time burn off and Ag Knights is able to steal the point, they go to a tie game. If they're able to shut things down and burn the clock off as Ag Knights tries to make a huge move up to the center, he makes it alive. Got to be careful though.
It's a really dangerous spot to be in.
Gets shot. So Trey Goodwin gets the shot. So what a shot by Trey Goodwin across the field to kill the player. So there's just 2-on-1 right now. If Clayton Long can. So Clayton Long looks like he got the shot. Wow. So phenomenal job there by Clayton Long and Trey Goodwin, a.k.a. T-Ball there, getting the kill. Wow.
Man, way to go, Missouri Allstars, to close out the series, winning 4 points. As you guys remember, we are only playing race to 4 in any division lower than semi-pro.
This is X-Ball, yes.
Oh, this is X-Ball, okay.
So Division 2, this is X-Ball. So, like you were saying, there is a race 2 format for 5-man for some of these divisions, but Division 2 is full X-Ball.
Hey, I love to hear it because, man, I was a little sad to see that most divisions, it seemed like most divisions are only playing race to 4, but that's good to know. That makes for a lot of exciting action out here in this beautiful Sunday.
Yeah, so if you are local to the event, they do have like a throw together 3-man event you can do. So yes, all the divisions they have out here, which we will see later on, they have Division 5 X-Ball and 5-man, Division 4 and Division 3 X-Ball and 5-man as well. Division 2, they do have X-Ball, and then we have Semi-Pro and WNXL X-Ball as well as Pro X-Ball. And the difference there is just it's based on a time limit, not points. So 5-man is based on points, X-Ball is based on time limit. So great job here. So that's a tough one. Let's see if the Vegas Golden Misfits here can hold on to the win, just like Kansas City, Missouri All-Stars are doing in the other point. Now, player runs out of bounds there, but I think you can run out of bounds on the back line and be okay. As Branson's going to get a check there, but he is going to be called out, so he does get hit. So both teams losing a player on the break.
Yeah, so, it looks to be that they're again flip-flopped in which side they're pushing. So Golden Misfits losing a player on the Dorito side, whereas East Coast Effect losing a player on the Snake side. And just as I say that, we now have some pressure going up the middle for East Coast Effect, trying to look for their Snake side player to try and bait out those moves into the Snake.
So you can see here, it looked like he was going to make the run there, but East Coast Effect player decided to not make it. He stepped out, didn't like what he saw. Too much pressure there.
Got to be really careful in here, as obviously we see that Golden Misfits Snake side wedge player really dangerously close to him, but I don't know if he knows he's in the center here.
Yeah, got to be careful right now. So definitely keyed up on that spot, waiting for one of the moves we have not seen as much of lately is that wedge to wedge run. We were seeing quite a bit of that. But right now, as things are starting to slow down, as we tick down just about under 3 minutes left to go. East Coast Effect 2, Vegas Golden Misfits 3, tied up at 1. We got to be careful right now. So now they know he's there. So that was his opportunity. He missed it. Wow. So East Coast Effect is going to get the shot in on the Vegas Golden Misfits player in the wedge. Now I believe it's a 4-on-3 right now. The body advantage going to Vegas Golden, I said Misfits. Again, East Coast Effect. There you go. Got it that time.
Well, now that player is gone, we see the East Coast Effect responds by sending a player into the Snake. As for the most part, that is the only player that's going to stop you unless you have a player heads up with you in the Snake or in the Snake corner. So we are going to see hopefully a lot of kills coming out of here for East Coast Effect to hopefully neutralize this series, as he's going to start wrapping on the widest player on the Snake side to possibly get some more kills here, but he decides to put his gun down and keep going up the field, which is the play to make. If you do not have anybody stopping you from moving up the Snake all the way, you go all the way. There's no reason not to. So he is getting a little closer. He has, I think, 3 guns looking his way, and the player fills out.
He doesn't. He doesn't know. Vegas Gold Misfits player moves all the way to the corner. It was not called, so he eats up number 88 from East Coast Effect.
Great move from Golden Misfits.
That's Dotson. That's their big pickup. So look at that, already clocking in.
Wow, he wraps on the middle player, almost plucks him out as well. Now the middle player for East Coast Effect is aware of the fact they have a Snake side corner.
Is it? I believe it's a 3-on-2. I think East Coast. I've not seen the body for East Coast Effect. I think East Coast Effect lost. No, I believe there's another player in the back Dorito. Can't really see it right now from the angle.
I think you're right. He actually is in Golden Misfits Dorito right now. It looks like.
So it's a 3-on-3. Wow.
Excuse me. Actually, it is a 3-on-3. East Coast Effect retreating from the Dorito side to get different angles to try and pluck these players out of the back line.
So wind's starting to play a factor here, moving some of the bunkers, so it makes it hard for us to track all of the bodies.
There does seem to be a heads-up gunfight going on in the Dorito side as both players are trying to get positioning over each other and surprise that one-on-one. I do believe it's a 3-on-3, but again, look at the positioning for East Coast Effect. Right now. This is a really close heads-up fight right here. Any mistake is going to cost them.
So East Coast Effect trying to get the angle on the Misfits player. Does he get him? Ref's coming in to check him.
They got to pinch out this baby Dorito player if they want to close out this
clean.
Point.
Wow. So what a move, East Coast Effect player. Got to look at the clock. 40 seconds left to go.
They got plenty of time to close out this point and tie it up. They just need to put it together. Who's left? It looks to be the Snakeside player, and just as I say that, he dies, and they're going to score this point.
So East Coast Effect is going to run it in. Great job there by East Coast Effect. 28 seconds left to go. They're going to tie it up. Wow, just heart-pumping action all day long here, live and free on the NXL free webcast.
Oh, okay, there we go.
You're looking at the score. No, they've just flipped, scoreboard just flipped. So again, if you're in the local area, we are here at Kissimmee, Florida, outside Orlando, the 2022 NXL World Cup. I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball, joined here by Steve from SVP Paintball. I'm covering the news. He's covering the plays. We got the tag team action going on right now. So again, if you're looking at wanting to play paintball, wanting to start, they have so many things out here at the NXL World Cup. They got 10-man, they got 7-man, they got mounds, they have 3-man for beginners. They have all kinds. They even have a youth division. So if you have a young one wanting to play paintball, they have a youth division out here as well. You can get in. They have gel blasters as well, which is a good mix in. If you don't want to quite make the leap yet to paintball, they got gel blasters out here you can try out.
Which are absolutely awesome. I love the gel blasters. All right, now we've got a 3-3 situation with 1 minute and 2 seconds left.
So looking at the clock here, I don't know. Looks like they took a point away from Missouri Allstars. It was 4-2. Now it's 3-3. So
I believe the score is correct here, but now we need to be very careful of a penalty situation, which will be an automatic swing point in the favor of the other team. So we need to be very careful about that situation. We do have 53 seconds left now on the clock as players opt to shoot that crossfield shot from the snake side wedge. And just as I say that, I think AG Knights just loses a player on the Doritos side to that hold. They do, in fact. I believe it's a 4-on-5 situation in favor of Missouri All-Stars here.
So 40 seconds ticking down off the clock.
Nice heads-up play. Great camera angle to see what's going on the Dorito side as the player breaks out to the corner. I don't know if he lived.
Damian Ryan,
They lose another player. AG Knights loses another player on the Dorito side. If Missouri All-Stars wants to seal the deal here, they need to just hold that Dorito.
20 seconds left to go right now. Got to be careful. Damian Ryan getting a heavy check. I think he's going to get him.
And that's going to do it here, folks.
What happened?
Missouri All-Stars, the point. Oh, actually.
Major penalty pulled on Ag Knights, it looked like. Wow, so we didn't see it, but the ref on the Dorito side threw the major penalty. That's what, sometimes the refs, when they pull the major out of their pocket, sometimes they go to throw it and it falls on the ground, but they still run and take players. So it looks like the major penalty is going to end it there. But there's 17 seconds left. Not sure how it's going to work out.
Not sure if they're going to play that.
Ag Knights, though, walking off disheveled, not happy.
Well, we're going to get into this next game here with only 28 seconds left. This series tied 3-3. Sorry, the scoreboard. We have been trying to keep up on that. Again, only 28 seconds left. I'm so curious to know how these teams are going to break out as we get started in this tied match.
So shout out to our sponsors here, ProStar Paintball, Planet Eclipse, GI Sports, HK Army, LoneWolfPaintball.com, Die Paintball, Sup Air, DLX, providing this amazing experience we have out here on this red and blue Empire field. We're trying to provide the best free and live experience for all the viewers at home. If you can, share this out to all your loved ones. If you have someone watching right now, and just make a comment down below. Let us know who your favorite player is so far or what team you think is going to win. So 25 seconds ticking off the clock right now. Golden Misfits and East Coast Effect. Let's see who's going to take the win here. All tied up. Now, we do have overtime. So on Sunday, there is overtime. So if this point goes down to... as the back center player is going to get called out for East Coast Effects of Vegas Gold Misfits here. 8 seconds left to go. Forward pushing, trying to make something happen. Be careful not to get a penalty. Oh, we see a little bit of a heads-up collision there almost. So great job. Wow. So Vegas Gold Misfits, give them a little extra love to the East Coast Effect players.
Man, that got scary there for a second. You got to be very careful about those big run-throughs in the middle because that's how you lose through a penalty. But great job. Interestingly enough, it looks like we had opposite pressure on that game. So Golden Misfits sending their player to the snake off break, surprisingly surviving that move. Whereas East Coast Effect sends their player out to the Dorito corner. So I feel like we're starting to see teams and which side they prefer. It's very interesting.
So it looks like scoreboard.
Are we playing this point? It looks like we are. There's
17 seconds left. They are going to opt to play it. I mean, as you see right now, so scoreboard getting fixed here. Kansas City, Missouri All-Stars 5, Ag Knights 2. Even if Ag Knights get the point, so the last, it was 3-3 the last game, or the last point there, Missouri All-Stars still would be up by 1. This case, up by 2, 17 seconds left. Yeah. Look at this. Ag Knights, they're sending out 4 players.
Surprised they even have pods in their packs right now, but I mean, I don't even know if they have a chance
just playing
here,
this. They're just playing this point out. I would what I would expect to see. So they're going to stop. What I would expect to see is the Ag Knights just put a ton of extra paint on the All-Stars guys.
Yeah, I think it's
that's what I'm expecting to see right now.
Absolutely.
Because of that major penalty, they are going to start down a body.
Respect to them for coming out here and playing this last point in the way that they are.
Yeah, so expect the bigger push here. So fast push on the Dorito side. I mean, right now Missouri All-Stars just trying not to get a penalty as we're going to go under 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is going to do it. So Kansas City, Missouri All-Stars will take the win, and we will see them in the finals. So phenomenal job here. Great battle by the Ag Knights, which what looked like a bang-bang match. Missouri All-Stars able to pull it out, so great job by them. And that will do it for these two teams. So now we're in Golden Misfits, East Coast Effect overtime.
5 minutes left in the clock, and I believe if they go into double overtime, it goes into one-on-ones.
Yeah,
which we saw the last time. So I'll be curious to see what teams do. You know, typically speaking, you're not one to do anything too crazy, which forces teams typically in the pocket. I wouldn't be surprised to see a mini wall on either side looking crossfield, and that snake side wedge looking crossfield as well to hold essentially any push that's going to come their way for at least the first 2 or 3 minutes, and then you're going to start to see the point develop in the mid-game where you're going to really start to see teams' cohesion and how long they've been playing together and the experience they have with each other. So
we got some big-time media on the field. We got Solus Photography on the field right now. Looks like we got Sam from All In as well.
A little bit of rain out here.
Yeah, rain starting to come down. Little sprinkles, as you can see. Sunshine and sprinkles. Love to see it. As we're going to see a big breakout here from the Vegas Golden Misfits. Going around the corner all the way into Dorito 2, so great move to pick that up. Oh, but he is going to get pulled out, so unfortunately there, kind of a little commentator curse on that one. It was a great move, but
now a 4-on-4 situation as East Coast Effect loses their back center player, able to neutralize that situation for them. I'm surprised to see that Dorito side risk in an overtime situation, but good for them. And again, unfortunately, it didn't work out, but it is a 4-on-4 situation and a pretty standard break. The snake side wedge player for East Coast Effect getting checked and is clean, fortunately for him. So we'll see how this point develops as both teams are trying to play relatively safe and conservative, waiting for the point to develop and maybe hoping to pluck out a player in these dug-in positions right now.
Yeah, so with getting ready to 4 minutes, a minute already ticked off this clock right now. Both teams just locked up, not wanting to make any mistakes. As for this one, whoever wins this point will move on to face the Kansas City, Missouri All-Stars. And the East Coast Effect making a move on the Dorito side, getting into Dorito 4, also getting all the way up into the wall.
East Coast Effect is in a really good position to start making things happen as they've been surviving these big moves, pushing up the middle player. Just as I say that for East Coast Effect,
going to go around and shoots nobody. No. They bait trapped him there. They thought there was a player in the center, so that was a bad call from someone.
Yeah, I'm not sure what made him think that there was anybody in the middle there. That was a huge throwaway body. Now
big move out to the corner here.
Yeah, 4-on-5 situation in favor of Golden Misfits. At this point, they can kind of wait a little bit longer before. I mean, if they throw another body away, they've got this game. But looks like we're getting some sneaky moves up the Dorito side for Golden Misfits, and we do have a player from East Coast Effect in the snake, of course being neutralized by the snake side corner for Golden Misfits.
And the back center seems to be shooting up as well, putting some shots in over that beam. So Paintball, often called chess with guns, big angles here. Oh, and getting shot out, so great job there by East Coast
Effect making it into the Golden Misfits Dorito, but then dying as well. So that's not looking good for East Coast
not
Effect.
Great, but they did at least take a player with him. So I believe it's right now it's ticked down. I believe it's a 3-on-2 in favor of the Misfits. So. Misfits going to run through and not. Oh, wow! He's going to clip out the player in the 40-line wedge, just leaving the snake player left alive, and he's going to dome him. So great job there, Vegas Golden Misfits. Look like they're going to take this point as long as Adler Dotson does not step out of bounds. A little close
or has any hits on him. I mean,
yeah.
his loader's looking pretty dirty, but I think he is clean. So they should be the series
so
for them.
Golden Misfits going to double check themselves real quick because they do have a dirty hang. It will be a swing point. So they're just double checking, making sure.
That guy's loader's dirty enough that he's going to have his teammate press that buzzer. I don't blame him for that.
Great job there. So that will take the win here for this D2 semifinals match. We will see the Vegas Gold Misfits taking on the Kansas City, Missouri Allstars in the D2 finals. Now, the Allstars locking up the series title. So the D2 Missouri Allstars will have the Division II title. So, and we will see them next year in semi-pro as we will get ready to go into some action here. I believe it's a semi-pro semifinals coming up right now. So again, I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball here with Steve from SVP. Let everybody know where they can find you out on social media.
Yeah, you can find me on youtube.com/SVP Paintball, Instagram, pretty much most every social media platform. So be sure to, check me out when I drop my next video. I'll be talking a lot about strategy. If you guys, for those next NXL events coming next year, be sure to tune in as I go live, breaking it down the fields, answering your guys' questions, giving as much input and insight as I can offer. So thank you so much for having me here. This has been an absolute blast.
So again, thank you so much for tuning in, and make sure to follow all of our social media channels. We may see Steve back in the booth later on, so
hope to be here.
Stay tuned for that. And if you can, again, share this out to everybody. Stop by the event if you can. We have a great vendor show going on, and we will talk to you soon after this commercial break.